last up, Mike, are FAQs. I mean, there's 100 of them, right? We picked on 3. I thought we'd just dive into these before we wrap up.
Yeah, how will this trading help me improve from day one? I've already learned just from others and myself in talking about leadership and what it means during crises. And I'm an experienced leader, but if you're a new leader, you have got to be better equipped at this point to at least get started. You're always going to have your own management style. You're always going to learn from different mentors. You're going to learn from those mentors what to do and what not to do, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So that's how this training is going to help you improve. If anything, you've picked up some real world experience, whether you have it or not. And hopefully if you do, it's enhanced it for you to move forward in your next event. And that's what I think is most important about these types of discussions. Again, this is the online trade school of emergency and crisis management. Am I asking too many what if questions? You're never asking too many what if questions, and people will think you're a little bit of a pain if you're asking what if questions or too many what if questions. But what if questions are what's going to move you forward in both your role and the performance of the team. Perfect example. What if we had a storm during a pandemic? Oh, what are the chances of that happening? I'm not really sure. What if we both have a business continuity issue and an emergency crisis, emergency restoration alongside one another? What if the hurricane, what if the tornado, what if the earthquake, what if the disease, what if we lost half of our workforce or half of our workforce wasn't able to show up for a week? These are just what if questions, and it goes on and on. Never stop asking what if questions, because that is what is going to build the most robust plan and response you can possibly have as an organization. And does a good plan replace rehearsal? We said this earlier. You play like you practice. You can have the greatest playbook. You can have the greatest plays in the league. But if you don't rehearse them enough, if you don't make those adjustments, and if you don't practice hard enough, you are doomed to fail during the game. And that's obviously when the first shot goes off.
Very good. And Mike, I'm sorry, Dave, you had a comment?
Yeah, just I've listened to Mike 1,000 times, and I can listen to him 1,000 more. And every time I do, I hear something different and something that's innovative and that helps me day to day. But as I listened today, I stayed on the side and I took a couple of bullet points. And if what I pulled out of this message that Mike's giving you is, you're not alone. You're a new leader, but you're not alone. Find a trusted mentor. They talked about Carlos being his mentor, right? Find somebody that you can trust and ask a question to that you feel confident in. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That your people that are looking up to you don't expect you to have the answers. They want you to lead. So ask questions. Build consensus. Communicate. And then for continuous improvement, it's that after action review, develop that process. And I can't ever say enough. If I didn't mention the word governance in every time I talk about effective leadership, you are a leader, but you are not a king. You just can't wave the wand and make things change. There's a governance process because, as I mentioned earlier, one tweak here could affect 5 other organizations. So that governance structure makes sure that whatever you do is going to be better for the overall group. So if you remember those few things as a new leader, you will hopefully avoid the overwhelming tsunami that's coming at you, and you can get to it together with your team.
And one thought from my perspective, having worked with you guys for a while, find these places as a new leader. I would find as fast as I could these places where other leaders, my peers, meet, right? a LinkedIn group, a trade association, some type of ongoing workshops and meetings. I've watched these gentlemen and many others over the years. They meet up through their various trade groups and talk, and it's a side lunch, it's a drink at the bar, it's you know, pre-COVID certainly, but it was this connection you guys had made that you know each other, you can make a call, right? Nobody knows it all, and the minute I think we do, the minute I think I do, I get burned, right? But that ability to plug into these networks of groups of people that meet all the time and talk, they're out there. You just got to find them. This group can help you find them. But anyway, I just think that camaraderie, that esprit de corps that I've watched over the years has been tremendous, because, you know, some people come from government into private sector, and then they go from private sector back into government. And it's great to have those connections take with it. So